Okay, hey guys, it's Zach Moore, aka BlueSpartan107 here, again, in the dark, but, you know, some people do it this way, so, we're on day 5, we're going to continue this to the very end, not in this episode, we're just going to do day 5 today, but we are approaching the end, and, you know, the first 5 days are just, I'm choosing the choices I had chosen when I thought I was recording, so day 6 and whatever days are beyond that, those are going to be completely blind, so, you guys will appreciate that. Let's go ahead and start. We ran with our last bits of strength, like those who run for their previous life, for their precious lives. Sorry, I almost said previous. Precious. That's what I meant. Like a doomed person, knowing that there is no hope to save his life, still fights the inevitable in his own fate. Hardly managed to close the heavy metal door behind me. Look at that, we are inside the bomb shelter. This is definitely a dream. I have no idea what this bomb shelter is, and if it will sustain a nuclear blast, we have no other place to hide. She gripped my hand tight. Don't be afraid. Bits of the ceiling was falling off, and walls were shaking. I was prepared for the worst. But death is such a thing that you can't ever be prepared for. But suddenly, complete silence fell. It was ringing even louder than the explosions. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. She was whimpering. Well, I wanted to ease her somehow, but realized that there was nothing I could do. Yes. You know, Oh, the bang of the broke my eardrums apart. Almost did that for me too. Seems I'm under a piece of collapsed ceiling, but I haven't felt any pain. All I wanted was to not let her go. It's an odd dream. I woke up in a cold sweat, losing my breath and gulping for air. Took some time to come to my senses. It was a dream. Oh shit, Sherlock. It's just a dream, yeah. My inquired mind, however, refused to believe it. But who was that girl with me there? I didn't want to let go of her hands so hard. Sadly, I couldn't recall her at all. Clocks were showing a few minutes past 10. Slowly coming to my senses as reality started to stake out its claim from my mind. My stomach foully growled. Alright, war is war, but lunch should be served in due time. Turns out Olga wasn't here. She must have decided not to wake me up. Oh, thanks goes to our camp leader for this. Well, yeah, you did like stay up till late at night, just going to look for Shuri with Lena. Yesterday's adventure, I had to have a rest. Last night left a blurry reminiscence which I really didn't want to think about. It's now more important to find something to eat and to wash myself. Exactly. Yeah, because a pioneer must always be clean and tidy. Though I would agree with this thesis even without being a pioneer, and I wasn't one, as a matter of fact. Really? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that from the way you said that, you were thinking you were a pioneer. On my way to the washstands, I met Electronic. Oh. Started to wave his hands and ran to me. Good morning. Thank you for finding Shuri. Without him, I don't even... Oh. Yeah, it's nothing. Don't be embarrassed. No, really, don't be shy much. The country must be proud of its heroes. And what about Shuri? How do you look in the morning? You alright? For yesterday's craziness, I thought such a question would be completely valid. Yes, absolutely. The only thing is, he can't remember anything. Can't he? Wasn't surprised at all. He says that he went to the abandoned camp yesterday and then woke up in his bed in the morning. I mean, he remembers nothing between those two events. I see. Alright then. You missed the breakfast, right? Come to our club, we'll feed you. I have something special. No, not with... No, you always blink your eye at me like that, and I'm like, no. Your arm's always like this, and you're always like... Oh, no thanks. Oh, don't say probably. Had to watch myself first anyways. We'll be waiting. He waved at me and left to mind his own business. There was somebody near the washstands. Water turned out surprisingly warm today. Got warmed up already, I guess. Having my face washed, I realized it wouldn't be easy to wash the rest of my body here. Maybe I had to go to the showers. But since there was nobody here, I turned the tap in such a way so water streamed parallel to the ground and started to take off my clothes. I wonder if somebody sees me. Oh, I'll rinse and dry myself quickly and put on my clothes. Yeah, I wish you would. My water which seemed warm for hands and face felt bone-chilling cold for my body. The whole washing process took no longer than 10 seconds, and I started to wet myself quickly afterwards. But I haven't managed to finish anyways. There were voices coming in from the footpath direction. When the solution came in a split second, I grabbed my clothes and dashed into the bushes. Bad move, Semyon, bad move. A moment later, Alyssa and Olana appeared near the washstands. You can do it by yourself. Why did you get me here? Is it a big deal for you? Fine, let me. Peered at them and noticed they were both covered in red paint. I don't see any red paint. What a surprise. Wonder how they managed that. And now we're getting some really weird slides. Alyssa opened the valve and started to rub Olana's back. Take off your bra. What if somebody sees this? What? Is there anything to see? Okay, just be quick. And the bra's off. And there's shining lights. So, true that there wasn't much to look at, but even then it stared at the girls narrowly. Oh, you bastard. Don't be doing that. You should try to sneak out, hide in some thicker bushes, get dressed, leave. It's a pity that they were standing with their backs to me. You fucking pervert, man. And later, Alyssa managed to wash off all the paint. I'm done. Thanks. You're welcome. Listen, let me try on yours. No, let's not. I know this is brought. It won't suit you for sure. Well, I'd like to try anyways. Here, there's nobody here, right? Oh, she looked your way. And smiled archly. Shit. Oh, this fucking girl, she knows everything. Absolutely sure she can see me in these bushes, but enough of that foolishness. Alana wasn't listening to her anymore and grabbed Alyssa's bra with a dexterous move instead. Now I have to confess, I had something to look at. Well, I had enough to look at the beach yesterday. Watching two girls chasing one another across washstands with bated breath. You're being perverted right now. Looks like covered her breath with her hands like I could barely see anything at all. You shouldn't be seeing anything at all. Moving forward and having stumbled over a stone fell out of the bushes. You deserve whatever the hell is coming right at you. Miss Alana stood frozen staring at me. Tried to cover my nudity with a guilty face. Such tableau had lasted for a few seconds and Alyssa took her shirt and somehow put it on in a moment. Oh, she's mad again. She's going like, you. No, you interrupted him trying to get back in his clothes. Oh, yeah. Still looks red to me, but her face has gone from red to purple. Looks like she will explode with a nuclear blast any second. The only thing I wanted was to disintegrate into atoms and get as far away from the epicenter as possible. And Alana knew it. She was sitting there the whole time. And you don't give a damn? Yeah, exactly. Oh, saying you. Come on. And I accidentally, if you know what I mean. Well, she's gone, and she gets the killer style. Oh, shit, man. Holding my belt with one hand and holding my clothes with the other, I ran into the woods. And the best solution to me at the time is showing up to make the middle of camp. Found to me by two screaming girls wasn't a good idea. Yes, but yeah, I ran without looking back. Stopped a few minutes later to catch my breath. Seeing there was no pursuit, so I managed to save myself. But at the price of lacerated, scratched, and bleeding feet, as I had no time to put on my boots. Sat in the tree stump inside. Yeah. Sometime later, having dressed already, I got out of the forest. I need to decide what to do next. Feet are hurting, so I should go straight to the infirmary. But on the other hand, my stomach isn't going to wait either. Maybe I should accept the electronics invitation. Or head to the canteen and hope there's something left to eat there. Well, I think that if you don't go to the infirmary, then you're going to have, like, bleeding feet the entire time. You could, of course, visit electronic. Or you could also go to the kitchen dining hall. Yeah, I'll go to the infirmary. I'm just taking good care about my health. And even better care at the times when something starts to hurt badly. So without hesitation, I made my way to the infirmary. But right in front of the door, I stopped as if some mysterious force was holding me. I had absolutely no desire to face the camp nurse without any urgent need. On the other hand, I almost did a great deal yesterday defending the infirmary. So she owed me in some sense. Took heart and opened the door. Hi, Pioneer. Not sounding any weird about it, but... Yeah, I'm sorry I was so late yesterday. That wasn't a problem at all. Why have you come? Are you sick? Not really sick, no. Well, I got my feet a bit... You got a bit what? My feet? What a stupid answer. Okay, show them. Sat on the couch, took off my boots. How'd you manage that? Better to keep silent about anything happening near the washstand. Well, okay, never mind. She doesn't really care. Wait a second. She rummaged in the drawer and took a big red pill with a cross-shaped notch from the vial. What is this for? I was struck by the size of the pill in a strange form. They are broken in halves usually and not in quarters. This is to make an amputation of your legs unnecessarily. Unnecessary. So, antibiotic? Exactly, what? Don't say nothing, don't be afraid. Shit's going down my spine already. It's taking be alright. And why this pill? Looks like that. That's for patients who refuse to take medicines orally. Orally. He screwed him in with the screwdriver then. And dare ask where they're being screwed in, actually. And now try to bear it a bit. Just took a big pack of cotton wool, wrapped a bud with it, and applied plenty of iodine to it. This lid sometimes is tricky to pull off. It's thicker still on there. I'll probably remove it later. So I should be focusing on this. So, got myself ready for the torments of hell. Well, it's not what I would have done, but okay. My trust in this method of disinfection was much higher than the odd pill, so I had to stand the burning well. Now it's done. Put on my boots and try to walk. My feet were still hurting, but sharp pain was gone. Thank you. Don't mention it. Drop in any time, Pioneer. It's just creepy to me. I said goodbye and left the infirmary. The health problem was solved. It's the right time to eat now. Day's just started, I've gone through so many things already. But I did it, and now I have my legit right to feel myself full. Today I was the last one, so I could choose a free table. Awesome. Lunch included a pea soup and mashed potatoes with a fish. Ew, pea soup. A major disappointment to me, as I don't eat fish in any form, and hence will get fewer calories than usual. I'll eat your fish. I mean, I don't want pea soup, so you want, you can give me your fish, I'll give you my second pea soup, you'll get the calories you need. Soon Slavia with Lena came to my table. Can we? You certainly can, beautiful ladies. Eh? What? What's it, eh? There you go. Yes, sure, that's exactly what you say to beautiful ladies like that. Stood up and pulled her a chair. Please. I was in an excellent mood at the moment. Enjoy your meal. Saying that, Lena started staring at me and continued for some time, but then after realized she looked somehow odd, switched to her plate. You too. Do you have any plans for today, Semyon? Nope. Gave an honest answer as I had no plans indeed. Come on. Stupid button. Except for searching for answers, but it was more like a global goal. You want to have a boat ride to the island with us? The island. Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what? Olga has to gather some strawberries. Or some strawberry in their case. There's a lot of strawberries there, and it's so delicious. You can imagine that taste without even tasting it, just by looking at Slavia's face. Strawberries. What is that for? I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea. Oh, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been on the island yet. Yeah, sure. We're back in complete darkness. Oh, there we go. Light. In 10 minutes, we are already standing at the pier. Oh, here's the boat. Hang on, I'll go and fetch the paddles now. I was all face to face with Lena. Do you like strawberries? Well, not really. But it's tasty. Well, not really, but it's tasty. How can you not like strawberries, but things are tasty? You'd have to like strawberries if you think they're tasty. It's kind of like the old balancing rule. Well, she's smiling though, so that's always a good thing. I see. Didn't know what to say next, how to continue the conversation. Well, you always say, I see, which makes me think of my friend Jamie, because that's all he says every time I respond with something. I see, I see, I see, I see. Stop it. Huh. Slavia wouldn't be back, we could probably be sitting here till the very evening without saying a word. Here you go. He handed me a pair of hefty paddles. Yeah, thanks. This will be interesting. We got up into the boat, got inside it, pushed off the shore, and tried to start paddling. Come on. Where exactly are we heading to? Right there. Pointed a finger at the island, while looking very hesitant, along with Lena, to his boating abilities. This island is named the closest one. What a very original name. I wonder what captain gave it such a name. This island is close to the shore indeed. Aye aye, captain. If you know what is waiting for me ahead. I wasn't an experienced oarsman, more so. I've rowed a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It's less than half a mile to the island, but we were cutting our way in zigzags thanks to my skills. Approximately in the middle of our paths, my arms hurt so badly I've dropped the paddles to get some rest. Well, is there any strawberries somewhere else? I mean, in more accessible places? But the tastiest ones grow here. It must be hard for you to row on alone. Lena, unlike Slavia, realized everything's straight off. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, I wouldn't let a fragile girl help me. Well, how do you know that any of them are fragile? I mean, she doesn't talk to you, yes, most of the time, but it doesn't mean she's fragile. The rest of the path was spent concentrating on being alive while getting to the island. Slavia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. That was too much for me. At last, we have arrived. Completely exhausted, I got out on the shore and looked at the boathouse. It seemed so far away, I felt myself like a first person on the moon watching the Earth rise. Here you are. Slavia handed me the basket. It's a small island, hardly 100 meters long, and it looked more like a birch grove with even rows of trees covering the entire surfaces of it. Concrete and sea spread beneath our feet, with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. Come on. This island looked like a lost paradise. No wonder the most delicious strawberries grow here. We gotta split up. This way we'll do the job faster. Yeah, sure. But there are only 2 baskets. Ooh, said Lena humbly. Oh, you're right. My bad. Silly Slavia. And how are we gonna split up then? Well, you know, we're already kind of along this route. I'll go with Lena. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, that's fine. I'll grab the second basket and venture to the farther side of the island. Well, let's go. Yeah, okay. I thought we were going to be repeating ourselves over and over again. Just pay attention. Don't leave any single berry behind. You too. So they actually pay attention. So, it's the harvest time. Indeed, strawberries were delicious here. I'd probably eat it all if I wouldn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it's clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Lena followed me closely as we had only 1 basket for the both of us. I felt like a real mushroom picker, examining each shrub and carefully pawing the grass. Oh, you're much better than me. Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them. Yeah, right you are. The basket was already half full. You must enjoy nature, right? I am. You must be enjoying nature. Bright sun rays pierced the tree crowns and blinded me for a second. I sat down on the ground and leaned into a tree. Still, it's so beautiful here. Nina sat down close to me. Yeah, that's getting close. So close our elbows touched. Yeah. We just sat and enjoyed the moment. Seemingly, the time stood still. The wind gently shook the tree leaves, some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played on the faraway water surface. Nina put her head on my shoulder. I was slightly surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's a matter of course. Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap. I just sat there and haven't thought of anything for a few minutes. But the words started crossing my mind with an ultrasonic speed. Lena. So close. Sleeping. So warm. So gentle. Feelings. Feelings. Such strong feelings. I was just thinking of friends. I gazed upon her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face. It seemed that right now she's not here, but in some kind of a better world. Don't know what would happen in the next moment if it wasn't the voice of Slavia that I heard. Semyon! Lena! I shook my head side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look. Had any dreams? Huh? Oh, then she understood that she dozed off leaning on my shoulder, and she's blushing. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's fine. Slavia came to us, and so Lena rushed to get up. So, how much you got? Sighed. That's not a lot. Her basket was full of strawberries to the brim. Well, that's enough anyway. It's time to get back. Got the basket and we headed back to the boat. The way back took less time as I tried to concentrate myself in rowing and avoided everything else. My only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip didn't go by without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt just after a few sweeps of oars. Having moored up the boat, I fall onto the ground with no energy left. Slavia with Lena leaned over me. Could have said something if it was so hard for you. Don't look at me like that. Okay? You obviously do not understand, gentlemen. Even if we can't really do it, we're gonna say we can. And then, we'll only ask for help if it's really necessary. So don't look at me like that. I mean, Lena, you always look like that, so... Oh, don't say yes. Never mind, it's fine. I'll just lay here for a bit and everything will be alright. Okay, then get those baskets to Olga, please, since we have something else to do. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree to anything at that moment just so I won't have to get up. Slavia put the baskets full of strawberries next to me and headed for the square happily, chatting with Lena about something. Hardest thing is done anyways. So I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the sport paddling, they seemed cement bags while weighing barely above a few kilograms each. So the way to the camp leader cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters, have a rest. Once I finally made it, I put the baskets on the ground and sat into the sun lounger with difficulty. Olga! Olga, I've got presents for you! There's no answer. I managed to get up and enter the cabin. There's nobody there. You don't need it, it's up to you. Lay down in the sun lounger and fell asleep. For how long, I wonder. I had a weird dream about a strawberry race. It was funny. I was paddling a boat in my last ounces of strength, trying to escape huge berries chasing after me. My hands were failing me, and I could barely see anything because of sweat covering my face. Blood was hammering in my temples, but strawberries were getting closer. They were baring their teeth at me. But wait, strawberries with teeth? And now Olga is saying, Semyon, Semyon! I woke up. Olga was standing beside me, shaking my shoulders. So you got a rich harvest, didn't you? Well, yeah, I didn't do it myself, of course, but okay, that's not all. Jeez, I was just anticipating the lovely rest I was about to have. Do you know what these strawberries are for? Not a single idea. What a modest confession. We'll make a cake out of it. I see. Well, it makes sense. Honor the miraculous saving of Shriek. And it's all thanks to you. Clear that getting strawberries wasn't the last thing to do. Why, please tell me, if I am such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name by myself? Oh, I guess. So, I have an important task for you. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. And I need it all at the canteen before the dinner. And those who will make a cake can't deal with it on their own somehow? That's pitifully. Of course I can. All of them are busy. And you're the only one in the whole camp who does nothing. Who does nothing? Bitch, I've done everything for you every day. Well, the words partially true doesn't make it any easier for me now. Moreover, those words felt like a bullet to my head. So, write it down. They'll get used to the infirmary, flour in the library, and sugar in the clubhouse. Wait a minute. I have no time, I'm in a hurry. Good luck. Oh. Oh, like a parasite. One can might feel the vision. Of course, there are a lot of strange things in this camp, but yeast in the infirmary? Okay, I can deal with that. But flour in the library? And sugar? No, it's way beyond my comprehension. Spat on the floor. I don't want, and I will not. Please, tell me. Just tell me you're pulling my leg. Would not be surprised if the crowd of green trolls would appear here now, right beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me. So maybe hell this game. I'm weighing my options for some time. No, such a major Olga's plan fail, I'll get it not like tomorrow. And it will complicate both my life in the camp and my search for the answers while I'm stuck, which I've stopped for quite a while, since I have no other option. Alright. Let's go for yeast in the infirmary first. Yeah, I feel like I was in the infirmary too often recently. Now how do you feel? Well, what can I do? That's how things pan out. Decided to knock on the door. Come in! Noticed it with a singing accent. So, wait. Come in! Good afternoon. Olga sent me to get some... hesitated slightly. Yeast. Ah, sure. She gave me a broad smile. It's just I don't have any. Pioneer. Stop it! How so? She said that... Well, I had some, but now nothing is left. I didn't even bother asking why she had them in the first place. Well, don't you worry. You can have some aspirin, for example. Could be of some use for me, actually. Where do I get it, then? Aside. Take this. You open the drawer and pull out some kind of bottle. I took a closer look. It was BlueSpartan107 beer. I think I pronounced it right. What's the matter? Beer is also a fermentation bottle. In a few days, nobody will even notice. You get a point, but I think it's just so grotesque to me I can't find anything to say. Are you sure? Absolutely. Okay then. Bottle clearly didn't fit in the short pocket. Well, thanks. Almost entirely leaving the infirmary. Oh, you certainly did look like these. My limited knowledge of penetrating biology was nothing specialist. But when we walk around with a bottle in my hands, it's like a silly idea to me to bring this whole bit can't be back there. That was a good idea. I had to reach somehow without anybody noticing the beer. Hid the bottle under my shirt. And everything could have been fine when I was followed by Slavia up the square. Actually, she ran up behind me, so suddenly I even gave it a start. How's it going? What exactly? You're searching for ingredients. Ah, so you know already. Yes, I do. Well, going alright. Try not to give away my own reps. What do you have there? And with the bottle sticking up from under the shirt. Ah, this. You got me. It's nothing. Left with a silly giggle. Time to go. Almost running, even if there was Hulk Slaughter behind. But he's one of those people who ask unnecessary questions. There are people in this camp who like nothing better than poking their noses in other people's business. Passing pioneers camps, I stumbled upon Olana. Shit. What are you hiding there? The key to your demise. That's what I'm hiding. Even one of her cocky looks. Thought there was no point in denying anything, so I replied in a provoking manner. It's none of your business. I'm a cipher officer carrying a message to the headquarters. You got a big message. Carrying a bottle of paper, so I'm slightly embarrassed. You might want some help? I'll do that on my own. Walk past the cop and proceed in my way. My guys didn't say anything more, try to pursue me. Nobody at older cabin, so I managed to stuff the bottle under my bed successfully. Once I got outside, I sighed with relief. Really, I couldn't believe I would ever worry that much about a single bottle of beer. Like I got back into high school. Well, your character is 17, so I would generally assume that maybe he is in high school. Well, at least right now. I mean, he's like late 20s, early 30s, back in his world. Good thing it's all safe now. Even if somebody will find it, I'll claim that it's not mine. I always think of a suitable excuse for my enormous experience. Library, now. Every other place in the cake component list at least made some sense to me. That flower from the library made none. Thought hard on who and why would want it in the library, but couldn't find any sane explanation after all. Given Xenia's harsh nature, I'd better knock first. Open. Xenia has peered at me closely from underneath her glasses. What do you want? Don't think anything wrong, but I need don't want to look like an idiot and decide to explain things carefully. I need some flour. Olga said that it's here. I understand that it sounds strange to keep the flour in the library, but I was sent to you. And it's needed for the cake, so I'll be sure to express to you. Yes, I have the flour, and what's so strange about it? She replied with surprise. That second I felt myself like I got hit with a heavy weight in my head and I lost the ability to understand anything at all. Flour in the library. Sure, what's so strange about it? We're in the Wonderland. I'm Alice. Now I'm gonna eat that magic mushroom and I'll be back home. Hey! Ah, yeah? Daydreaming. You're daydreaming again, man. Wait here, I'll be right back. She disappeared behind the bookshelf while I crisscrossed my hands and started waiting. But I can't wait. I've gotta click this thing. The sound of a trapdoor groaning on its hinges reached me in a moment. Hey, you need some help? I inquired loudly. I'll deal with it. It barked out to me. It seems to be in the basement, so I'll have to wait a little. Okie dokie. past, but Xenia still hasn't returned. I'm starting to get worried as the door suddenly blown open and Alyssa came into the library. Shit. She looks surprised too, seeing me here. What are you doing here? Am I not allowed to be here? Said rudely to her. She was clearly overwhelmed a bit. Ah, what do I care? She stormed off and headed to Xenia's table. And why are you here then? She measured me with her eyes carefully and almost opened her mouth to say something that seemed to change her mind, and turned away, hiding her hands behind her back. Returning the book. Looked first thing from the top of my head. It's none of your business. You don't need to look at me like that. She replied with a tint of hesitation. What book is it? She's silent. Oh, come on, let me see it. I'm wondering what does Miss High Voltage Keep Away reads. It's none of your business. Her voice was even less confident. Okay, I don't insist on anything. In fact, I was quite interested to find out what Alyssa was reading. Moreover, I was quite amused to see a book in her hands. TV, movies, or a computer would be available here. All these seem to be much more appropriate entertainment for a girl like her. And she had a book instead. Listen, younger. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Anyways, this Alyssa, that means it can quickly turn into a total mess. Plus, it still has some ingredients to collect. Well, I'll come later. And she's gone. Got me thinking. What this book could be about, and she was so ashamed about it. Ashamed of Alyssa seems out of ordinary by itself, but Alyssa ashamed about a book. But what's the point in guessing now? There's no way to find anything out. Finally, a deep groan when Xenia ran out, reaching each and every corner of the library. Grab it! Asked by the bookshelves and behind the perspiring librarian, sitting near the trapdoor leading into the basement, a small sack next to her. Well, they might have some sort of storehouse down there. Thanks. Sack and got out of the library. Good, because Xenia, she can be pretty stern and rude, so it's annoying. Thank goodness it wasn't too heavy, so I carried it down to Olga's cabin without too much effort. I felt like I've gone through more things today than all the previous days combined. I was coming close to the clubhouse, I've even forgotten to think about how awkward it must be to look for sugar there. Oh, well, hello, it looks like they're building a robot. Enthusiastically. It's got cat ears and everything. You're so busy they didn't even notice me. Look closely. Some kind of robot. No shit. Or at least the body of it. Or so this robot was a female and had ears. I didn't want to make up theories about purposes of such a device for luminaries of camp cybernetics. Even though the design looked practically workable, I had my doubts about this robot to ever conquer Earth or at least be able to do anything on its own. But they seemed to be enjoying the process more than the end result itself. And it was something we shared, even though I didn't want to admit it. On the other hand, they weren't afraid of possible failure, criticism, or jokes. They were working towards their goal without paying attention to others, who could call it unrealistic or even absurd. Oh, it looks like I'm truly comparing them to some luminaries of science. Hey guys, I greeted them uncertainly. And Sharik looks very nervous. Oh, Semyon, come in, we're always glad to see you. Maybe he remembers how last night I slapped him across the face. I actually was in already. You know, sorry for what happened yesterday. I barely remember anything, but, well, never mind, it's okay. And what led you to the humble abode of ours? Stop blinking! Stop it! Sometimes I felt like he makes such a face when he surely knows something about the other person, something he can use in a right moment. Or maybe he's just gay and thinks that you're interested in him. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Sugar. I need sugar. The image from an ancient video game suddenly came to my mind, or some kind of unit like a builder or something cried out loud from all its 5-pixel stature. Gold! We need more gold! We got it. Why would you want it? Well, I felt I shouldn't explain to Shuri that we were going to bake a cake for him. Shouldn't spoil the surprise. I don't know. Olga told me to get some. Okay, hang on. Electronic disappeared behind the door into the next room. And why do you have sugar here? Why not in the canteen? When a food truck came last time, it was the last thing to unload, and given that our building is the closest one to the entrance, they decided to leave it here to save some effort. Reasonable, isn't it? The door is open, revealing an electronic hall and a huge bag behind him. I really didn't know what would be the size of the cake, but that was obviously too much sugar. Well, thanks, but I don't need it all. But where could we place it? Electronic gave me a surprised look. We don't have a place for it. You asked for sugar, so take it. Seems that the previous smile of his wasn't there without a reason. Maybe you'll help me then. It's not that far to carry. We are busy. Pointing his hand at the robot. He gave a shriek. He owed me in the end. He halted and then looked away in shame. Again with that weird nervous look of his. So I took the bag and headed to the door. Thanks anyway. So I parted exerting myself. But I didn't manage it too far. Just after a mere 20 meters, I had to put the bag down and have a rest. I had no idea how much it weighed, but it felt like more than 20 kilos. On the one hand, which is 200 meters to the canteen. On the other hand, keeping such a distance with this payload on my shoulder, or eventually in my hands, or on my legs, or on my arms, or even on my head, was impossible for me to cover. And as I set myself to move in minor sprints with prolonged pauses between them, so I could get there by night at least, I heard a voice behind me. Maybe I can help you? There's Lena. Hi. I don't think you can, though. One of those moments where I think about my dramatic lack of good shape. I can rent a handcart. Yes! Let's make the work easier. Handcart. Why haven't I thought about it myself? Yes, that would be great. Wait here. I'll be right back. She smiled and ran in the direction of the square. What could I do without her? Oh, I don't know. You can spend the rest of your days living in your shack alone. Your apartment. Dorm. Whatever it's gonna be. Lena isn't always that shy. It can take the initiative sometimes. Started to think. She seemed quite unusual now. No trace of shyness in her face, and actually the complete opposite. Smiling confidence. The offer of help wasn't something extraordinary by itself, but getting it from Lena. Well, come on, dude. Just let her be. Minutes later, she came back with a smallish handcart. I put the bag down on it. Thanks. Don't mention it. She blushed and looked down. Oh, Lena, we all know is back. So I'll go then. Yeah, see ya. And thank you again. Shouted after her. So there's a couple of two different people living inside of Lena. I really don't want to think that. I can't think of like people with two different people living inside of them, multiple personality disorder kind of thing. But the second one, confident, happy, and sometimes even bold. Here's just when she talks to me. Maybe she really likes you. Or am I making it up again? No, I'm not making up anything. Thought it would be better if I get all the ingredients at once, so I headed to Olga's cabin with the handcart. Finally, it seemed that everything was collected. I got the handcart with the sugar outside, put the sack of flour on it, followed by the 2 baskets of strawberries that fit in somehow in between, and the beer was hidden under the shirt just in case. The day was coming to its end, so I had to hurry as cake itself needed some time to be baked. Of course, I'd rather enjoy lying down, closing my eyes, and getting a decent sleep, but I just couldn't let Olga down. Indeed, after all the troubles, I even felt my personal responsibility for the success of this event. Success. Yep. When in the square, I stopped for a moment to take a breath. It wasn't the cart that was heavy, it ran smoothly without any noticeable efforts required. Just any physical load caused pain to me now. Both physical and moral. Sat down on the bench and closed my eyes for a moment. Okay, well, while you do that, Semyon, I believe I just hit myself in the face. What's that? Wasn't really giving a damn on who it is, probably just a fellow pioneer girl that got interested in an unfamiliar companion in distress. What are you talking about? I asked her tiredly. She didn't reply. That's the ingredients for a cake. Do you like cakes? I don't know. What, you never tried any cakes? I don't know. Obviously, a girl couldn't get what I was talking about, but it didn't surprise me at that moment. I really wasn't interested in that conversation. I was so tired I had zero intention to classify any all outward distractions and tag them either as conventional or uncommon. I see. Come down to the canteen later and take a bite. Really? Really? And what are they made of? What? That's the difference. These. Cakes. Well, some flour, some sugar, various fillings. That's a correct question. Does she know what cakes are made of? And you have it all here? Yeah, sort of. And sugar? And sugar. Could you lend me a little? What for? While it was over the top. Sudden gust of wind made me grab the cart instinctively and open my eyes. However, nobody was here. Am I daydreaming? As the sugar sack was inside and a small heap of it had poured out. Could be that she was scared by the wind and ran away. Having the sack fixed, I got up from the bench and continued my challenging strawberry way. Wasn't a single person near the canteen. No wonder, dinner was still an hour away. Brought the handcart to the rear exit and handed the foodstuffs to the camp cook. She must have been told already what to do with them as she gave me such an unpleasant look. I'm not sure how long it takes to bake a cake, but she had to hurry, it seems. I just wanted to relax during the remaining time of the dinner. In short, I was so tired that I sat on the footsteps just waiting. And now we're dark again. My eyes have closed themselves. I guess I got so tired throughout the day that I didn't notice how someone came and patted me on the shoulder. Hi. Okay, hi. Miku was standing before me. Yeah. Didn't need a mirror to imagine the expression of skepticism and annoyance on my face. Oh, excuse me, I must have interrupted you. No problem, I was just sitting here. Huh, alright then. He shined with a smile. I'm just coming to dinner. I thought this time already, and then it appeared to me that it's too early, but I decided to check just in case. Maybe it's not me who's mistaken, but the clock is. Well, not the clock. I can't be mistaken. It's just that I misread it. She seemed to be ultimately confused now and thus went silent. It's still about half an hour before the dinner. Oh, that's great. I'll sit here and wait with you if you won't mind. Frankly speaking, I would mind. You know what? I have some matters to attend to. Stood up quickly and left without saying goodbye, and ignoring Miku as I always did, while she was screaming something after me. A minute later, I got to the square and sat on the bench with the firm intention to find a quiet and safe place here to wait for dinner. I think it was the first time since the last 4.5 days where I feel myself like that. I wasn't just irritated because of some insignificant detail, but indeed I was really angry. I completely stopped to care where I am, why am I here, why I'm here. Yeah, I didn't care about how to get out either. What was driving me mad is that I always had to carry out some stupid tasks given by our camp leader. It was always me who gets into stupid situations and sometimes even ends up being a clown. All this is some alien trick or thought of the universal mind they better consult with a psychiatrist. Why did I say psychiatrist? Psychiatrist. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fist. The most annoying thing, that everything what happens seems to happen by itself somehow. I'd be happy not to carry bags of sugar weighing a good pound, but I had no choice at all. I mean, any other option would lead to much worse consequences than a muscle strain or a hurt ride. Who are you angry with? Ooh. Lana's just randomly here. Nobody really. I answered absently. But my fist gave me away. Just like that. Okay, it's up to you. You better tell me why did you run around the camp for the whole day with some kind of bags? I had to. Why bluntly? I guess it was food. Maybe it was. When I was about to say something, but at that moment the bell sound came from one of the pioneers for dinner. I sighed in relief and quickly headed to the canteen, leaving Lana behind. Semyon, thank you very much, said Olga with a weird smile. For what? Anthony gave me a friendly smile. For the cake, of course. Oh, yes, I am your eternal servant, Olga. Oh, sure. It was that exact moment I've understood the true meaning of an idiom. Give your thanks to feed your cat. I never heard of that. You haven't told anybody? This ought to be a surprise. Yeah. That's my boy. And now off you go to the dinner. Olga waved her hand, pointing at the canteen. Well, yeah. Stood at the doorway slowly and started to look for a free place. Turns out there are plenty today, so I got a chance to eat all alone. There's fish with mashed potatoes for dinner. What a misfortune once again. I'll end up half hungry. Unless you get some cake. Didn't we have fish for lunch? Is it a fish only day today? Having pushed a plate with fried sea dweller away, I laid my head in my hands and closed my eyes. But soon somebody came to my table. Hey, are you alright? I'm fine, I replied without changing my position. Just tired? Yeah, a little. That's bad. Sorry, I said it seriously. Of course. You remember that we were going to the hike after dinner, don't you? Have you prepared everything? And now you shoot up. What? Where? Open my eyes and lift my head up instantly. Lena was standing by Slavia. The hike. She was surprised. No, I didn't hear anything about this hike while I was hiking around the entire camp looking for ingredients, so... No. Didn't I know? No, I didn't know. Put my head down on the table and covered it with my hands. Only I could sink into the ground right away. The girls remained silent. Stayed alone with my thoughts for some time, and that was fine to me. Maybe I could sit that way until the end of dinner, but a strong voice of Olga was heard from the opposite part of the canteen. Guys! To celebrate a miracle rescue of our friend and comrade Shirik, we baked this cake for you all. I lifted my head idly and looked towards the camp leader, but couldn't see anything behind the pioneers' backs. Just a second. Nothing about me. Nothing about me rescuing Shirik or gathering ingredients for the cake. I said that's how this ought to be. Well, if you're wrong to expect anything else from our camp leader, let's go. Or we won't get our share. So, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, sure. Got up with reluctance and tagged behind the girls. As we approached the pioneer crowd, Olga was just putting the cake on the table center. And now... Camp leader wasn't able to finish as the water rushed up from the pioneer crowd and dived into the cake. She managed to nibble it a few times before she was pulled away. Kicking and screaming. Stared blankly from the outside of all this drama. Smiling Alyssa, Lena to pick up some cream with her finger, while furious pioneers around. I felt completely out of this place. I felt that if I closed my eyes now and open them again, here I am, back to the safety of my apartment in front of the computer. Nope. Nothing's changed. Only the noise in the quarter became sharper. Oh, that's great. Lana, that's the limit. Yeah. I just... You don't run up and grab a cake. You take a huge bite out of it. In fact, I even like this, a bit over the top even for her. Sure, you could have broken in the conversation. Or the court martial. Please, Olga, hence the cake is celebrating me. It's no big deal. Don't hesitate. It doesn't matter. Burning, I'm looking in my eyes. And you. Today I'm going to prosecute you to the fullest extent so you'll behave next time. Ah, whatever. Snorted and turned back. You won't be going for a hike with us tonight. As if I wanted to. I was more than willing to switch places with Alana and skip the hike instead of her, but who knew? If I would have guessed beforehand, I'd be the first one to go berserk and smash down that damn cake. After a couple of minutes of confusion, pioneers started to dismiss. You have to get ready too. There'll be a lineup at the square in half an hour. Oh. It's not really gonna work. Don't be late. Now, Alana was sitting at the table when I approached her on my way to the exit. So why'd you do it? She looked very upset. But she had a right to be so. I wanted to. So, you're happy now? Of course I am. You don't look happy. And you? Have good luck hiking. Okay, now she looked happy and she just ran away. Well, a little bit of luck won't hurt. Walk and you shall reach. It's exactly this proverb that kept twirling in my head all the way down to the camp leader's cabin. I just couldn't manage to oppose, pretend I'm sick, or just skip it without a reason. Events of this day taught me submission. That's bad, man. It's real bad. Well, sometimes whatever was happening made no sense to me. As I walked in, I've taken a thought. Well, in fact, how should I get ready? Clothes? I only have an overcoat and a pair of jeans. Anyway, I've forgotten to ask whether it's going to be an overnight hike or not. Couldn't think of anything better. I grabbed the sweater I had on me when I arrived in the camp. The might be fairly chilly, and shuffled off to the square slowly. Well, the camp was already there, although it was about 10 minutes up to the time designated by Olga. Snugged near the edge and waited patiently. The night was falling. We were able to be looked at from the outside. What a fairly comical picture it would be. A crowd of pioneers lined up out of sheer habit. It was like a waiting for a silent command from a bronze Genda. All this happening in the scarlet rays of the sunset. And there he is, waving his hand and screaming, "Attack!" The roaring soldiers with red neckerchiefs converge into the battle against some ghost enemy. But Olga had showed up and started to talk instead of Genda. It would have been nice if Genda started talking. Seems everybody's here. Great! I was so tired today I couldn't even think about anything, so I just ended up listening to the camp leader. Now today we'll go hiking. It's essential for every pioneer to be able to come and rescue his comrade, and offer a helping hand in the hour of need, just saving him in a hopeless situation. We'll have to learn to do all these things together. Whisper that ran through the pioneer crowd suggested that most probably this truly epic expedition would end on a clearing in the forest, several hundred feet away from the square. Somehow I thought so too. We'll walk in pairs, so if you haven't chosen a partner for yourself yet, it's the right time to do so. Pioneers quickly caught the idea and started to match pairs. Looked like I was the only one without a pair. Slavia was enthusiastically discussing something with Olga, Lena was with Miku, Electronic of course with Shuri. Well, it might not be a bad idea to go alone after all. Semyon, voice the camp leader, pulled me out of my thoughts. Came up to her with a reluctance. I see you haven't found a pair. Seems like it. Then you'll join Xana. She's alone too. I was struck with that special kind of despair that only a true loner can experience. So it appears I'm the same castaway as the Yeti librarian that I won't risk spending a couple of hours with, even if I was paid for it. Although we seem to be in the same boat now. Slowly approached Xana. Well, I guess we'll be going together. She looked up at me. Don't you even think that I'm glad? Seriously. Why on earth should you feel glad? Asked naively. Never mind. It'd be much better if you just shut up. Yeah, I couldn't get better than this. She turned her back on me and followed the other pioneers. I haven't seen any hidden reason to walk in pairs. Yeah, I haven't either. Anyway, we weren't walking on the trodden forest trails, and it was quite difficult to get lost here, even if I wanted to. Moreover, while we were already hiking for half an hour, we weren't rushing into the depths of the forest trying to face all the dangers that could test our courage and harden our pioneer spirits, but instead we were just walking around in circles. However, if we'll take into account that Olga was our chief, this hike could be compared to a hobbit's march from the Shire to Mordor. Another Lord of the Rings reference. Just as Xenia insisted, I was following her at a distance in silence. The librarian seemed to be perfectly okay with that. Hey, don't you know when we'll reach our destination? Or our what? That place where we'll settle down and set up a camp? The whole idea of this hike is not setting up a camp, but hiking itself. You don't get it. You can't seem to understand anything about hikes. I guess you're right, but still. I don't know. She replied sharply and hastened her pace. Caught up with her and asked, Listen, why are you always so... I was about to say mean, but stopped short. I haven't done anything bad to you, I'm not going to. She glared at me in surprise. Always so... what? Well, unsociable. Kind of. Or is it something about me? Oh, cut that stupidity already. Oh, God, just the way that she looks right now. Scary. As you wish. Decided not to start a conversation with her until the end of the hike. Smart. Wait. Last, Olga decided to end this Sisyphean toil. Sisyphean thing. It's time for a halt. The place chosen turned out to be quite a large glade with a few tree trunks laid in half circles to make an improvised arbor with burning ground and the remains of a campfire in the middle. Obviously, such hikes is a tradition of this camp. I was sent to gather firewood together with other boys. It didn't take a lot of time because there were a lot of branches and trunks of various sizes around. In the end, Olga had fired using some old newspapers. I was eager to know what was written there, but couldn't discern anything but Soviet symbolics. Pioneers took their places on the trunks and started to talk about their things. It seemed that the final goal of this event was achieved. The only things missing were a pot of fish soup, aluminum cups with vodka, and a guitar. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of this would appear here somehow. What are you thinking about? Well, nothing special. Just enjoying the hike. I answered sarcastically. Oh, nothing special. Just enjoying the hike. You don't look too happy. Well, I'm not really rejoicing and jumping. Sorry about that. Okay, I won't disturb you. She was sitting with me for a while, but after realizing I wasn't in the mood to talk, it left me to enjoy my introspection all alone. All I wished for was to lie down in bed and fall asleep as soon as possible. But I was being filled with smoke and useless chatter of pioneers around me instead. They were cheering and laughing, some were even enjoying this warm summer evening in general. On the far side of the glade, I noticed Lena was arguing with Alyssa intensively, and Lena seemed like the complete opposites. Ooh, something's going on. Slavia left somewhere after a conversation, it seems. Electronic and Shuri were trying to prove something to Olga furiously. It's like the only one who doesn't belong in this place. Well, I did choose this, and I'm pretty much choosing all the choices I did so I can finish up my line playthrough. So let's go ahead and do this. Only Lena and Alyssa stood out from all the serenity. You know, the fact that Alyssa was having a quarrel with someone was a matter, of course. But Lena talking in louder tones? I came closer carefully, trying to find out what was going on. No, you listen to me. Whoa, holy shit. She is mad. She is mad, and I am worried. I'm not going to listen to anything. Exactly. Really? Right then. And, well... They're staring at the kids, stretching, going like, what's up? What's with the argument? At first she obviously was confused about what was going on, but then... So you are eavesdropping. No, actually, you were just loud enough for me to hear you all the way over from the campfire. I decided to investigate. That's not eavesdropping, technically. Like me? No. Oh. You know, we're just standing at her place. Okay then, listen. By the way, did you know he was beating on me today? Fucking bitch! I'd say what? Peeping, and he saw everything. Fucking bitch. Is that true? Well, she ran her hands into the artery, giving a short glance, and started staring at the ground. She was cut off from the floor. No, nothing like that happened. I was running around going to Alyssa, I came to Lena. Why don't you say it didn't? I even have an eyewitness. What, the girl that's not here? Your witnesses are even worse than you. So you'll stick to the claim that it didn't happen. I thought for a second. Oh really, why do I have such a pathological desire to exonerate myself before Lena? And so I vitally need to execute her opinion of me to remain unchanged. But I don't know what's going to mind. It didn't happen. He went through an artful glare, and his glance no listening grants me right after I felt discomfort and motion. Don't make it sound unbearable staring at these eyes. Yeah. You have to technically lie, but at the same time you think it's on the truth. Dodger intentionally wanted to look at her, and she forced it to run to the bushes since you were naked. I'm saying it didn't happen, okay? If you're gonna repeat yourself and sound less confident about it, don't do it. Well, whatever. Fuck you, bitch. Just fuck you. Sneering. So you decide who to trust. She said to lean offhandedly, then turned away and headed to the bonfire. Is that true? Yeah, I was feeling a bit uncomfortable, like a fish out of water. I urged to end this as fast as possible. And why should I excuse myself for it? Well, what if it did happen? Lena boldly, but she noticed only a break the sunset gleam reflected in a tear which was going down her cheek. Oh, don't make me feel sad about this. No, I meant... You don't need to lie. Whoa. Try to smile. No, it's not my business. It's not my business. No, why isn't it? Why is it? It's like... Well, it was an accident. Get it? An accident which was provoked by Alana, nothing more. Yeah, sure. It's true. I believe you. You were saying that with absolutely no emotion, like you completely didn't care about what was going on. Yeah, no, wouldn't a girl actually have emotion when she says stuff like that? I'm almost about to believe it, but the tears 2 seconds ago. Seems to me you don't. What is it, some kind of game? No, Yeah, you can be angry all you want for impeachment, but seriously, if you're going to say that you believe him, you believe it was an accident, put in some emotion into it. So, I can't explain this. You really have a necessity to convince me in that, and if I would believe you, what then? Would it all become true? I'm not trying to convince you of anything, I just want you to understand I'm not guilty and didn't want to... Why don't you take care at all? Ooh, shit. Oh, fucking shit. This is one of the few reasons why I cannot seem to get myself broken. I'm always afraid now I'm going to unleash the beast side of them. Because I've seen it before. It's ugly. Then it will went back to the bonfire, but I'm sure that all the pioneers to turn in our direction. If you want to compete with someone, do it. Do what you want to. Why do you bother me? I'm not. But really, from any point of view, it looked that way. I'm trying to excuse myself leaving with no success. Like a guilty child, or maybe like a husband who made a slip. You see, no, I don't care. Bitch, I say that about a lot of things, but really, I do care about some stuff. And so don't wait and hesitate camping up a fast walk. We tried to stop her, now it certainly wasn't the best solution. She's on the edge. No convincement or appealing a reason could help. Since when is she like that? Screaming that way, getting mad. Having these thoughts in mind, I returned to the bonfire and sat down on a wooden log. Yes, let's get rid of the weird rock music. Oh, fuck you, bitch! Get the fuck away from me! Piss me off. Yeah, seriously, what? Not much of a success, huh? As you see, he growled out while picking the coals with a stick. It grew completely dark, the blade plunged in murk. The surrounding landscape was reminding of a picture from a child's book about a wood monster. An unknown forest creature just about to spring out from behind the tree. Audacious owls honked menacingly in tree branches. Even mice looking out from snags stared at you with distrust. I was not afraid at that moment. Everything was different from the previous day when I was in the old camp in the dungeon. The moon was shining brightly, paying close attention to our brave troop. The world was asleep and waiting for the morning, bathing in the moonlight. As I thought, though it was expected. But why? Finally managed to pick up the largest burning log and throw it into the center of the fire, causing the flames rising about a meter high, and sparks vortex spread out in all directions. Does anyone have to behave like that? How? Screams at others. Could not believe she could act in such a way. She is a human like all others. No, don't fucking wink at me. Fuck you, bitch. Just fuck you. It's giggled. If you haven't noticed this before, what haven't I noticed? Her. What do you mean? I mean, this is her true face. What do you mean, true face? Don't pull off this true face bullshit. Oh, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're a fucking bitch. Finished since you started. She's not what she seems like. Not what you thought of her before. Just like every other woman anyone's ever met. So what is she? Okay, I'm sick of it. I intend to leave. Didn't say anything, just sat and listened to the sounds of the forest. By the way, if you want to follow her, I think she's on the island. On what island? The one where you're gathering strawberries today? What's she doing there? You really are an idiot. You really are a bitch. Just stomped the ground, circled the campfire and sat a field. Must have really lost the track. It was completely empty. More precisely, there was no space left inside for the deployment of ideas. In the best times, my mind works like an express highway where millions of thoughts are racing, competing with each other, speed cutting each other up, crashing. Now it's no more than a humble byway lost in the bosom of the forest, used only in case of emergency. Tried to think over what had happened, analyze it somehow, but it seemed like I was bashing on the invisible wall. Moreover, it was impossible for me to find a single emotion in my soul in response, as if it all happened, just not to me. Failed to convince Lena I'm not guilty. Should I care? Lena cried, screamed, and left. So what? I don't feel anything about it. And what? The third and fourth night, you said you actually felt stuff. And now you don't feel anything the fifth day. Should I? Yes, you should. I mean, dream or not, you would expect yourself to actually feel something. Okay? I'd expected you to at least be trying to sing Hurt by Johnny Cash after all this shit. So seriously. Bit my lip to the blood and stood up. Couldn't bear staying here among laughing pioneers. Should run away. Does not matter where to. Does to the forest, to the mine, even to space, I don't care. Just so I can be far away from her. Sees a moment where the camp leader looked in the other direction and vanished into the forest shadows. There's no rain for a long time, or I'm not sure whether there are rain here at all. What's a stupid idea? Certainly there is. Plants need something wet. The night was fresher than the afternoon, but the air still had no time to cool. I felt myself a little dizzy. Did I say Disney? I did not mean to say Disney. I felt myself a little dizzy from the evening stuffiness. Suddenly, I realized I really want to swim. It's a quiet, normal desire, because the days were hot and you constantly felt soaked with sweat during the daytime. Didn't even notice how I'd been getting to the boat station. Why not to the beach? Thoughts about Lena came over me again. Everything I tried to ignore came out and brought lots of inconvenient questions, inappropriate answers, and vague desires. It's obvious I've been led to the pier by my subconscious. But what do I really want? Well, I'll tell you what I really want, Semyon. I want you to go over there, try to talk to her, maybe really try to apologize, or at the very least, just try to patch things up a bit. That's what I want you to do. To apologize to her for something, to convince her of something. No, unlikely. Just wanted to get some sort of reaction from her. Wanted her to say, yes, I understand everything, and just smile. Then I would stop being myself like that. It's necessary for me to be understood by someone, even in this world. And inside a boat, pushed into the water, got in, and took up the paddles. It was easier to row this time. My hands were still hurting, but I managed to develop some sort of technique that allowed me to sail quite directly. The river seemed frozen, spreading under the boat as a translucent veil. The moonlight was piercing deep into the water, so it was almost impossible to see the bottom. I started rowing. Surprisingly, the island now seemed the same as it did in the daytime. Here, usually everything is different. At dusk, it felt like another world, mystery world. Scary at times, but beautiful in its own way. A world of shadows and whispers. A nocturnal world. I slowly walked around the island looking for a boat, which it took to come here. The grass was softly rustling under my feet. Rare waves were peacefully hitting shore and bouncing back as if they were black flies too tired of eating on the grass. The breeze from the water was lazily stirring the leaves of the trees, rather out of a habit than really wanting to make the night grove sing. Looked to the light of this wonderful picture, didn't notice how I rushed into something. It was a boat. Well, it's no wonder. She wouldn't get here by swimming. Headed to the center of the island. This doesn't look like the center of the island. After 100 meters, I heard a rustling behind the trees. Don't come closer, Lena whispered. Yes, hesitate. What do you want? Don't come closer. Don't repeat yourself. How do you know it's me? Oh, she didn't say that she knew it. Alright. Leaned against a tree, trying not to look behind it. Lucy told me that you could be here. So what? It's difficult to me to know what emotions experienced Lena. Her voice was steady enough, even though I could read irritation and annoyance that I could not understand. Whether she was angry, whether it was all the same to her. That all came out awkward. I did my best to avoid unnecessary apologies and excuses, but didn't find other words instead. Is it the only reason for you to come? No, well, I don't know. You don't know, but you still came. Yes. You shouldn't have. Why? Of course, if I'm bothering you, why are you following me? Yeah, she was right, it looked that way. Moreover, I felt definitely attracted to her. You should not think like this. How should I think? I don't know. I'll only draw conclusions according to your behavior. I really don't know. I guess I better know. It's confusing, it's hard just to get around her. Why? Since you came. Since I heard playful tones in her voice. Alright. And? What? What has Alyssa told you? Nothing special. I see. Yeah. Well then. Yep. This conversation is boring. We just kept silent for a while. Tell me about something since you came. Well, I don't know. For example, about what happened in the morning. Or what happened in the morning. You know, you yourself didn't want to talk about it. Didn't want to, but now I want to. Just talk about it. Just talk about it. His voice trembled. Completely stopped understanding what was happening. Then it's not her behind the tree. Don't look. Okay, but what's wrong? Nothing, just don't look. Alright, as you wish. So nothing happened. Well, something did, but all that was just a silly accident. Then why are you so worried about what I'll think about it? I'm not worried. Anyway, you yourself, said Louder, beginning to feel irritated. What about me? Why are you so concerned about the situation? Who told you I was concerned about the situation? Then what? Nothing, she said in a whisper and fell silent. Such talk will lead us nowhere. This is the moment where I would step up and say, hey look, you guys should stop arguing. You guys just need to cool off for a little bit. Just think about this, talk it over. I mean, you guys don't need to do this. Nina does not say anything, and I seem confused to guess or even just be sure about myself. Sorry, I guess it's all my fault. I just cannot understand. Why? What? Why do you keep apologizing for everything? What you did, what you're going to do, for what you haven't done yet. But maybe she was right. If I could not behave differently, I felt the need to apologize to her. Everyone. I sometimes do feel that way, like apologize for no random reason, and then they go like, no, it's okay, blah blah blah. You know? Because sometimes I actually don't want to, like, you know, get on someone's bad side, and then other times I'm just acting like a complete asshole and I get on my bad side. So they're not considering me bad, will laugh at me, so I can put away something unsaid and eliminate misunderstandings. Anyway, it's your business. Apologize, make excuses, why should I care? Okay, well, I'm not guilty. In fact, I don't think I could be blamed for something, but then what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Whoa. Choose your next words carefully, Persian. Then maybe you're not. Shit. Oh, I ruined that already. Why is something wrong with me? I don't know, I just think so. Why, you just think so? She laughed. You speak as if you know me. I did not answer. Please leave. And I sat up for a while. Then I moved, just could not. Had no strength. Wanted nothing at that point, didn't want to excuse myself to apologize. I didn't even want her understanding. I was too tired of everything. Why? Just leave. I want to. And I'll leave. Let's just go together. No. How long are you going to be offended? By what? What's wrong with you? Everyone here thinks normally except you. I care what my words mean if they had been said by someone else and the top of the conversation meant nothing. You should really care right now. You're screwing this up. You really don't understand anything. This was right. About what? Never mind. I was asked to think it over. No, I cannot go so. Do not understand. Do not know what to think, what to do. And since when did I stop worrying about my situation in this world or worrying how to get back? Since when the only thing I can think about is Lena, or how others will look at me, or how my actions look from the other side. Just stupid and it's not my thing. In fact, it's inappropriate in this situation. Sure, I didn't do anything and don't intend to justify things which I didn't do. There's no reply. Hey, do you hear me? They were yelling. I finally decided to see who was actually hiding behind the tree, but no one was there. So she left. Rushed over to Lena's boat, she was already far away, almost near the pier. Whatever, shouted and walked along to the shore. Got back relatively quickly and without much loss. However, I felt like trembling terribly, and my eyes were closing themselves. Probably such physical and, more importantly, emotional load is too much for one person. I slowly towards the camp leader's camp and staring down at my feet and think about nothing. Someone called me at the square. Oh, fuck. Not you again. You've been on the island? Yes. To tell the truth, I didn't want to talk to her about anything, but I already had no strength to lie to her. Now to go. Doesn't matter, I'm very tired and I'm going to sleep. Come on, tell me. I'm not telling you anything, bitch. Face had such a nasty grimace, I shuddered with rage. Why should you care? Well, I just don't look at me like that. Go where you're going. Snapped and clicking my face towards the cabins. Lissa did not try to stop me. Annoyingly, Olga had not returned yet, and I could not find my key. What if I lost it? All I could do was wait. Plopped down to a deck chair and closed my eyes. My heart was heavy and my soul was torn apart by vague expectations. Well, I tell you the story in the dark. I'm joking. It's still a bit of light, but I mean, like, my face is dark, so I'm gonna move in a bit closer so you guys can see me. From time to time, I had a feeling I'm already dead, just without realizing it. I was thrown into hell. But really, instead of trying to get out of here, I'm spinning on a diabolic roundabout, and it goes faster and faster. I became more and more involved in the life of this world, of this camp. As if there was no past life, the real one. As if I always interested in the opinions of others. As if I was always interested in the opinions of others. Damn, I never cared about it. Why right here? Why right now? They're called the face of Lena, all in tears. Yeah, probably not the opinions of others, but her opinion was the one I cared about. Yeah, Semyon. Heard far footsteps, and after a while, Olga appeared. She looked at me for a few seconds. Seems like she was about to say something, but then just sighed, opened the door with her key, and went in. I followed her. Shapeless shadows, blurry memories, fragments of feelings and emotions swirled in my head for a long time. So long that after some moment I could not realize where I am and what's happening to me. The only salvation was to sleep. Okay, well it's day 6 and Lena's randomly appeared. So this is where we're gonna save. Once this title thing appears again. So we're gonna save this game. We are definitely approaching the end. I think there's like maybe 3 days max left. So the next few episodes are going to be completely blind. I have no idea what's up next, so it'll be a complete surprise to me and everyone else. So yeah, thank you guys for watching all that I have done so far, and I will see you all next time. Peace. The summer. Oh, alright then, eat. However, there wasn't much left to eat. The cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could do it. No, more precisely, none but Polana could do it. How do you know, though? Fine. Move it. Give me back my cutlet. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. It can cost you a cutlet if you're careless.